Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn is a fucking amazing movie, and I had a blast with it throughout the entire runtime. I was, like, blown away with how much I enjoyed the movie. I was going into it pretty excited. I really liked the trailers for the most part, and I really wanted to see like what a female director could bring to the table, especially one, I believe her name's Cathy Yan. She's only directed one movie previously, like full-length feature. I think it was called Dead Pigs, and that's all that I'm aware of. I haven't seen it, because not a lot of people have, but I'd heard it's pretty good. So I was really interested to see what she would bring to the table, and it's pretty marvelous. Like, there's such a creative vision behind this movie that isn't in almost any modern superhero movie. It's not like any other DC movie, and it's definitely not like any Marvel movie. People might compare it to like Suicide Squad or Deadpool, but that's only because of the R rating, and this really is a thing of its own. And it's much better than either Deadpool 1 or 2, which I think are good movies, or Suicide Squad, which I don't think is a good movie. But holy fuck, this movie's good. From start to finish, it's pretty much a thrill ride. It's, I think, an hour and about 50 minutes. It's just below the 2-hour mark. And my main complaint is there wasn't more to the movie. Like, I just wanted to watch another hour of it. Like, Margot Robbie, you know, she was one of the best parts of Suicide Squad, in my opinion. Her and I personally liked Will Smith, but, you know, that movie script was bad. But this movie she's so great in this movie. She's wildly entertaining. And especially, she has some great, like, back and forth with, I think her name's Ella J. Bosco, I think, or Basco. She plays Cassandra Cain, and the back and forth between them is great. And once the other Birds of Prey are really, like, together and, like, moving, the back and forth between every single one of them is so clearly defined, and it's just fantastic. Like, Margot Robbie has some early scenes with the girl who plays Black Canary. I believe her name is, like, Journey Smollett Bell. Fuck, their scenes are great together. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead is like in the shadows for most of the movie, but once she starts interacting with people, it's so good. Even Rosie Perez, who I was a little worried about, because I don't really like the character of the detective Montoya, I think it is. I just haven't ever really been a fan, but she's great in this. But, and the villain, Black Mask, is played by fucking Ewan McGregor. And he goes fully insane in this movie. It's so, like, entertaining to watch him. It just looks like something, like he flicked a switch in his brain. He's just like, it's time to go sicko mode. Because this performance from him is unlike anything I've seen him in. Probably the closest thing I could, like, think of is maybe Train Spotting, but only when he's fully going, you know, hard into drugs and Train Spotting. Maybe close to that, but man, he was a super entertaining antagonist. And it's great because the movie doesn't have super duper high stakes, at least not for the major world around it. However, every single character, it feels like the world's falling on them. And I love that because it feels like the entire movie is just about each of these, like, 5 women regaining their agency in life. And it's really great because all of them do a really great job in doing that. And the script allows all of them to have their own unique moments, and it feels like none of them were just pasted on. I do wish that there was a little more time spent with Huntress, because a lot of the movie early on just feels like it's the Harley Quinn and Black Canary show, which is fine, but I just really like the Huntress, played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, so I would have loved to see more of that. And I don't actually think it's a bad thing about the movie. I think it's just me wanting more of this movie. Like, if they made 1,000 sequels, I'd watch them all. And I kind of hate saying that, but man, like, this is probably DC's best. I remember really liking Aquaman, but on rewatch, I probably wouldn't like it as much as this. But on rewatch, I'll probably rewatch Aquaman soon, and I guarantee this movie will be top after that, because Aquaman's, based on my rating of Aquaman now, it's at the top, but once I rewatch it, I know this will be the top. Like, Birds of Prey is legitimately one of the best modern superhero movies of, like, the last 15 years. Like, I'm not exaggerating. It's hilarious. It's unique. It's really, really well edited. Like, there's some great editing. There's some great stunt work. This is one of the first action movies outside of, like, the John Wick franchise that I actually, like, enjoy the action throughout the whole thing. The stunts are so much fun, and there's some great, like, bat play. They use bats a lot, and Harley has her hammer later. It's just so much fun. And in the trailer, they show this, like, fun house they go into, and in the second trailer, they show a little bit of, like, a fight in there. The whole funhouse sequence is one of the most fun, like, the most fun I've had in a superhero movie in a very long time. You know, outside of, like, the Spider-Man trilogy and Into the Spider-Verse and a couple others, this is the best superhero movie. And it's not it's just, oh. And I was worried, I'm always worried about ensemble films that don't have any introduction to the characters, but this was really good for an origin, you know? It spends enough time with all of the characters to introduce them as not just like heroes or villains, but people. And I feel like a lot of superhero movies lose that. The heroes never feel like people anymore a lot of the time. And with this, it's really people first. And that's what's great about it. Like I said, Margot Robbie's great in it. Mary Elizabeth Winstead's great in it. Everyone of the main cast is just pretty fantastic. Chris Messina's in it. And I haven't seen him in something in a hot second. And he's fantastic. And, like, Ewan McGregor and him, like, act really gay towards each other. And it's really, really fun to watch. And, the movie's so beautiful, too. Like, the cinematography is fantastic, but also the lighting of everything is beautiful. The Black Mask's fucking bar, nightclub place, great aesthetic. And then the funhouse place, great aesthetic. Even Harley's apartment is so, like, perfectly, everything is placed just perfectly, and everything adds to the scene. Look in the background, like, it's just a bunch of stuff that really adds to the character that isn't just told. And I feel like a lot of superhero movies have that lacking. Like, there's these big, like, places that are just like, oh, just random books here. There's nothing that has a lot of personality to it. And Birds of Prey definitely has a lot of personality. And I think that's why I love it so much. It's just so refreshing. It's like a cold splash of water on a hot summer day. It's jumping in your face. It's going, hey, time to fucking rework the formula. Like, I have not been so excited that I had seen a movie, like a superhero movie, since Into the Spider-Verse. And I know that was only like a year and a half ago, but besides that one, I don't even know. Like, this movie kind of blew my mind. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. It's the closest the DC's gotten, and I would probably argue it's the closest the MCU's gotten as well. Like, I think it's because it feels like Margot Robbie really does care about this character, and she executive produced this, so she really had a hand in it. And Cathy Yan really brought some new inspiration to the table. I think it really does help that she hasn't directed a lot, and her vision is just so uncompromised, it feels. Like, everything just feels like it's no studio interference, no stupid people working on the script. It's just fun. It's just so much fun. And I'm just gonna keep saying that because I couldn't stop smiling the entire time. I was so happy. It's been great because, besides this, I've only enjoyed like a couple movies this year in theaters out of like the fucking 15 or whatever I've watched. And even with the other ones, I had like some major problems or, a scene where I was like, ugh, what the fuck? But this is just like, nope, the whole time smiling. I really, really love the storytelling as well. A lot of it is told through a narrative told by Harley Quinn, and she's like forgetting things and then jumping back and forth. And you would think it might get annoying at points, but it really does add to the story. Especially like later on when it feels like she's not going to do it anymore. And then really close to the end, it's like, let's do it again. And it's just, it's great. And I really do love the costuming of everyone. Huntress looks great. Black Canary, like, she has so many great outfits. Margot Robbie herself as Harley Quinn has some really great ones. And Black Mask, his final, like, outfit looks so fucking good. Like, for being this big cheesy villain in this movie, he looks fucking suave as shit, like, the whole time. They even throw in like half a musical number at one point. Like Harley Quinn just recedes into her mind because, she's insane. That's never like, that's a fact. And they just sing for a bit and then she like comes out. She's like, oh yeah, I'm in the real world. And I also love it because it doesn't try to like downplay that Harley Quinn's not a good person. She herself is like, sorry, I'm a bad person. But it also never takes away the fact that there's always hope for people to change and become better. And fuck, yeah, it's fucking great. I have a feeling I'll like it even more on a second watch. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of attention to detail. And the fucking soundtrack is so fucking good. Banger after banger. Every single one of them. Enhancing the scene around it. It's so good. It's so good. Man. And I've been hyping myself up for this movie with that fucking song that Doja Cat did. With, I think it was Megan Thee Stallion. Fuck. That song's so good too. Man. This movie made me so happy. I've been watching a lot of shit recently. So this movie just... I love watching bad movies and then seeing like a really, really well-made good one because it just like reinvigorates my love for film, and that's what Birds of Prey did. You know what? I wasn't going to do it, but just because it made me so happy and like did so much for my love of film and the superhero genre, fucking 10 out of 10. Bam! This movie's so fucking good. Go watch it in theaters right now. Go. Here's my ranking of the year. Of course, it's number fucking 1. Thanks for watching. Go watch this movie. 10 out of 10. It's so good. I'm probably gonna see it again tomorrow. Like, oh, I had so much fun. Go watch this movie. We'll talk. Bye. Subscribe. Tell your grandma you know the drill. Bye.